And so please don't anybody ever take offense. Now, the Mediterranean couscous is nice too. The Mediterranean one, I think there's one that I didn't like, and it might be the Mediterranean one. I don't actually remember now, but it had like a funny taste in it. I can't remember what it was. But I know there's one type of couscous, well, one of the flavouring for couscous that I didn't like, but I can't remember which one it is. In Cheshire. Oh, nice. Cheshire is lovely. I used to live in London. I used to live in Chinkford. And then I've kind of lived all over the place. Stoke-on-Trent. Lived in Kent for a while. I'm literally around the corner from the massive fire there. Oh, really? Well, I'm glad you're okay. 1660. Let's do this. It's a sad day, but I think I'll have to switch browsers. Why? Why? What's going on? And what browser do you... I use Google Chrome. I have to be honest. I've always used it. Okay, what happened? What are they forcing you to do now? That's usually what happens. I've been using Firefox through thick and thin since about 2012. Ooh. Okay. I'm on Opera. I just use Google Chrome. I think I like the simplicity of it. Probably shouldn't use it. Probably should be more in the know and use something else. I remember that at some point it'd be impossible to add custom search keywords, so I thought, why don't I add something that searches Rust standard library docs, since I often need them. I've got Rust, the game. I don't play it much. I'll tell you why, right? I love grinding and I love making my base and whatever else. And I love the whole PvP combat aspect of it. I just don't like the fact that when I'm not in, boom, everything I've worked for and made can be gone with a couple of bombs. It's like, really? I type something like Rust TCP stream. Make the Rust documentation to top stream. Okay. Not game. Rust. Oh, the programming language. Oh, okay. I don't know a lot about programming languages. I know a lot about a lot, but you know, I fully admit and hold my hands up when I don't know about something. Okay. I couldn't find how to do it, so I searched. There is an answer on Stack Overflow that has 17 different methods, which has worked at some point, but no longer do, because they keep changing it for some reason. Probably to push other people to the top, maybe. I don't know. 18. Let's go here. When I woke up this morning, I actually felt like I had a night's sleep. I had this like, I don't want to do anything today feeling, you know, which is why I kind of forced myself in here. And I figured that doing this for a bit, it made me feel better, but it's just actually making me think, no, you really don't want to do anything today. Dear. Come on, down there. Perfect. No thanks. Opera is being promoted way too hard across YouTube sponsorships, or yeah, it must be YouTube. So that's a big red flag for me. There's an add-on that does this custom Rust documentation search, but I don't want to install the add-on for a simple string replacement. I think I will go to Vivaldi, which has worked well for me a bit when testing it out. But I have to configure all the crazy script blocking and selective filtering I use to make the internet halfway usable. Yeah, it is a pain, isn't it? You know, targeting cookies and stuff for advertising and whatever. I understand why they want to do it, right? But just because I've looked for something doesn't mean to say I'm going to buy it. And you keep on showing it to me hundreds of thousands of times is actually having the negative effect on me now. It's like and now I'm pig-headed. I do not want to buy it just for that reason. Not just cookies. I ruthlessly block the majority of JavaScripts and sites that try to push on me. Yeah, no, I agree. It's so frustrating, isn't it? But now it's getting to the point of like where I actively don't want to get the thing that I was showing partial interest in. And the problem with me is I'm so pig-headed, I would stick to it. But then I suppose I'm kind of an anomaly in that, because I guess other people would just go, oh, you know what, maybe I should get it then, and fall into peer pressure. I remember when they had to ban subliminal messaging on ads and stuff that they were doing, because it was like, you know, trying to force people to buy stuff. But yet this like in your face, oh, let's do this. This all seems to be okay. Who knew, right? Let's get some number ones done over here. Can you not? Thank you. For example, Twitch is trying to load various bits of JavaScript from the 36 different domains right now, and would love nothing more if I weren't blocking the majority of... Yeah, I'm not surprised. Genuinely not surprised. I wonder how many of them that they would push though if you actually paid for their service. You know that I think is it Twitch Prime? I think it's called. I can't remember now. I wonder do they push it on there as well? Because if they do, then they lose the argument really of, oh well, you're viewing this stuff for free, and the reason why we can do it for free is because we do this. But if they still do it on a Twitch Prime, then it's like, you kind of lost your argument there, buddy. I'm going to leave my brushing to soak overnight tonight. I can't believe I did that. And I know why it was. It was because yesterday I was just all in a bit of a haze because I had some sleep and I felt better. It's horrible, you know, when I sit back and I watch my videos when I'm editing them and stuff, and I listen to myself, and it's like, it amazes me how and why people would want to watch me, because I'm just so one track minded. I just keep talking about me, that it is what you do, and it's such a shame. So that's why I keep thanking everybody for just sticking with me, because, you know, it says a lot about you. There's a few you can do to subscribe to Twitch. There's Twitch Prime, and then there's Twitch Turbo 2. Oh, okay. Need to sort this out. Gonna lurk for a bit until I figure out what to do. All right, Ash, no worries. Good luck. Hope you managed to get it sorted. It's like your day's not busy enough without having to do that, you know? Let's do number... No, should we do... No, we won't. We're doing number 6 because that kind of ties in here. Yeah, I think I made the right choice today to do the smaller bits down here because they're going to take their time to do because obviously they're smaller bits. And then when people watch this, they'll be like, didn't really look like you got a lot done there. But then when it comes doing the big bits, you'll be like, oh, wow, that picture's really coming together, you know? And I say that based on personal experience because that's exactly what I think when I'm painting it. And I figured there must be more people out there like me. So what kind of games do you play, Offspring? Are you a gamer at all? A little bit of everything. Do you stream? Kind of. Problem is I'm sitting here now, and I kind of get this feeling that I don't know, that we've had a bit of a conversation like this before. But that's another thing because of meeting so many new people. It's so hard to get information to stick with me. And I guess I should just write it all down and stuff. But that to me, that just feels like cheating. Like I've got a lot of regulars that come back and it's just because I carry on the way I'm doing, and then it just sticks and that's it. They're in there forever, you know. But I just feel so rude. Yeah, I do stream, dude. Not very often. Okay, let me give you a shout out. Actually, let me just put the lid on this. I also do some photo editing on stream. Oh, really? Oh, you could probably help me out with a few things then, because I'm just learning how to do the whole video editing stuff and just little bits of photo manipulation and stuff. Where's my chat? It's there. Oh, come on, Stream Deck. You have one job to do, buddy. No, not that. Let's go there. Why do you never want to work? Photo manipulation is great. Yeah, it's fun to do. I will give you a shout out in a minute. As soon as my Stream Deck decides it wants to play ball, I could just do it the manual way. But when I'm actually doing art, my keyboard's all the way over there. So I will give you a shout out. And then that way, then I don't know. Am I follow? Are you on Twitch? Oh, you must be on Twitch. If I haven't followed you, I will definitely follow you. That's for sure. Do you know what? I've just had this really horrible feeling that if I don't look and do it now, it's going to be one of them things that I'm going to forget again. And like I said, honestly, if we've had a conversation before and I've forgotten, I genuinely apologize. I don't do it on purpose, and it's not meant as a slight on you. It's just the way I am these days. I mean, like Pitbull, I've kind of known him since I pretty much started streaming, but you'd be surprised how long it took me to remember his name and stuff. It also feels very rude of me to do it, and that's why I keep apologizing, because it's definitely not something that's consciously done. Go there. Yeah. Yeah. Clean it off. Oh, there's a 6 there I can do. It probably bothers me more than it does other people, if I'm being completely honest. And there's a 6 there. Every time I want to just put the brush away for a minute to do something. There we go. Yes, this is. You know, I know Dark Raiden followed me. Oh, she's lovely, isn't she? She is lovely. I think the world of her. I think she's amazing. Right, let me try this again. Yeah, there we go. Offspring. It's working now. For some unknown reason, it's decided to. Right, let me come here. Offspring. And there. Oh, I'm already following you. Oh, there you go. I'm already following you. Like I said, I hope you accept my apology. I don't do it on purpose. All right, we've got a few sevens. Let's do a number 1 here. Oh, for some unknown reason, I don't seem to be opening these lids up anymore. I've got Sea of Thieves. I actually, my boys bought it for me, pre-order before it come out, right? And I really enjoyed the beta. But then I kind of realised that there's nothing really else to do in it. And I lost interest, and I just don't play it anymore. At all. Like, all of the stuff that you collect is purely cosmetic. And don't forget, this was back when I played it. So, yeah, it's sweaty as hell. Yeah, exactly. And it's like, you go out and you get all those chests and you spend all that time, especially if you're on it on your own or just with one other person. And then the big ships come along who are clearly cheating. I don't care what anybody says, right? There ain't no way you can nail a shot when I'm underwater with a shotgun, not shotgun, with the sniper rifle, with pinpoint accuracy, headshot every single time. I don't believe that for 1 second. And then they steal all your stuff and just sink your ship. Or they do the other one that they seem to like doing, which is like stealing your ship when you're on the island. And I get it. I know it's all part and parcel of it and stuff, but it just ruins it for me. Maybe I'm just not good enough gamer, which I've openly admitted I'm not a good enough gamer. But that's kind of what ruined it for Ark for me as well. You know, you spend all that time getting dinos, you wake up in the morning with somebody with a 4 million bleeding dinosaur. That doesn't happen so much in official servers. But then everything you worked for is now gone. Yeah, stream says, yeah, more than likely Don's chat. Sweaty now. You need a regular crew to sail with. I call it sea with salty pirates. Yeah, I completely agree. Completely agree. Like, Don loves it. I just can't. I like the whole navigating though. I like the whole, you know, sea adventure on it and having a laugh. But the whole online thing it's just gone the same way that Rust has. But I am going to be giving DayZ a try on a friend's server that he gave me the other day, where he obviously admins there as well, because I want to learn how to play that game, because I like hardcore survival games. Ooh, sounds fun. Yeah. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. I'd love to get into that because I've owned the game for years. I don't know how to bloody play it. Tomorrow I'm going to, like I say, I'm going to learn how to play Project Zomboid, because I bought that a while ago and I kind of like the premise of it, but like so many games that I've got, I never give them the time to sit and actually learn them, because nowadays I actually have stuff to do, whereas before I had all the time in the world to learn the games. You know what I mean? But now that I'm streaming, it's like now I need to get out of that purchasing idea and then just play what I've got, because I've got plenty of games. But now I just need to learn how to play them. Which is why I'm it's so chilled to play and stream. Yeah. Something you might find is PC Building Simulator 2. Yeah, if you check out my YouTube channel, you'll see that I did a little bit on that as well. I love number 1 and I really like number 2, But and I was playing it. I played it every day for a little bit, and then all of a sudden, I just magpied off. It's stupid, and this is what I mean by I'm kind of flitting, which is why I am so adamant that I'm sticking with My Summer Car and Stardew Valley to complete them before I move on to another big game, which is probably going to end up hurting me in the long run. But I figured if I can do it with that, I may actually gain some, not respect, but I may actually gain some people that think like, okay, this guy is going to stick with whatever he's playing, and he might be worth watching in future. Maybe this game isn't the game that you want me to play, but I can't think of what I'm trying to say. I think you understand what I'm getting at, but let me just get this little bit here, because I've done what I've done with my brush. It's very hard to paint right now. I'm not just starting stuff. Fishing Planet, yes, I've got that. I enjoyed that. My problem is with Fishing Planet is I play it, I really enjoy it, and then I don't play it for ages, and then I completely forget how to play it, which is really frustrating. Again, another problem that I have with switching from game to game. That's why I've got a couple of games on the pot at the moment. I've got Harry Potter, which I'm going to complete. I have The Long Drive, which has a completion thing in it, but it's more like I'm going to do some challenges on that. Like when I stream it next, it'll be like challenge to get X amount of kilometers. You know, I don't actually think that there is a completion point. And from what I understand, when you get to the end, that doesn't necessarily mean it's it. You know, and then I'm going to start to muck about with some mods to make it harder or whatever. You know, that's something I might focus on with that. Come on, get that bit in there. Number one, did I see? There's a few more number ones here, isn't there? Yeah, exactly. So, but I just don't want to be that guy that keeps starting stuff and then it's like, nah. I mean, don't get me wrong, if the game's crap, like I have to be honest, I kind of premiered a little bit, well, not premiered for me, not for everybody else, a game called Revhead, and unfortunately I didn't enjoy the game. I didn't like it too much. I liked the idea of it, and then I refunded it because it's like there was loads about it that I didn't like. So, I mean, all stuff that could be worked out, but there was some fundamental stuff in there that just, for me, didn't seem like something I'd enjoy. To me, it seemed like a lesser version of Apex Point, another game that I've been keeping my eye on, which I'm hoping that they're going to keep developing for it, because that's something I'm going to get. Yeah, it's like me with American Truck Simulator, because there's so much to do in there. And you lose track of time playing it. Yeah, well, this is one of the reasons why I haven't started ETS or ATS on stream yet, because that is going to be a huge amount to do. And I'm looking forward to it. And it was one of the reasons that I actually got myself an eye tracker, Tobii Eye Tracker 5, to make it easier in there. So I am looking forward to doing that. I'm going to be starting from scratch. And then, you know, just I can't wait, to be honest. But one of the reasons I'm not starting that one yet is because my chair is very uncomfortable. And I need to either get used to it or get a new chair. So we're in the park of getting used to it at the moment. You run mods on ATS. What kind of mods do you use? I don't actually use mods on there. I don't even use the pro mods thing. Right, let's not keep going. Oh, see, no, that one goes all the way down over there. Right, we're not going to do that one either. Okay, let's do a 7 and a 16 and a 2. 7 Do that next. Yeah. Telling me 10 million to load, no matter what the distance. Yeah, see, I, like I said, when I do it and I do it on stream, I'm going to be starting from scratch. I'm just going to do it all vanilla, except for like mods that make it look pretty, you know, or prettier. Mind you, I suppose by the time I get round to doing it, everyone would have done it to death and nobody will want to watch. I guess. My truck doesn't 170. Doesn't like turning at that speed, but hey. I mean, who knew that a truck wouldn't like turning at 170 mile an hour? It's like, what? Physics. But yeah, I'm hoping. I'm trying to work on at the moment getting some multiplayer community games going. Something that we can, if you own the game, of course, we can all kind of jump in with. Because I think that would be kind of fun. Because, you know, I'm not that streamer that just wants to sit here and get paid to entertain and, you know, and then goes off and does something else. I want to play with you all. Games and stuff. So yeah, I'm thinking about like Wreckfest, some driving games, you know, Project Cars and what have you. What's it, Competizione and Assetto Corsa. Maybe some Valheim, some 7 Days to Die. You know, and then for people that don't own the games, you know, go for ones that have Among Us, Goose Goose Duck, Marbles on Stream. Marbles on Stream. Somebody's got that on my friends list. I think it might be Don. I don't even know what it is. And after saying that, then listening to the title, maybe it's Marbles on Stream, Mark. Forza, yeah, I've got Forza. But yeah, just something to get everybody like in and on and having some fun. You know, rather than just being me sitting here talking, playing games or painting and whatever, trying to have some fun with everybody as well.